Joining us now for more is CBS News Chief Washington Correspondent Major Garrett. Major, good to see you. Break down, if you could, the significance of President Biden's surprise visit to Ukraine today.
So President Biden has prioritized many things in his presidency, but nothing on the world stage more important to his administration, and he would argue the fate of Europe, than the war in Ukraine. And he knows, as everyone in Europe knows, the next year could be brutal and pivotal in that war. And the European leaders and the United States are trying to figure out a way to best supply and continue to supply Ukraine, to not have them lose any more territory to Russia, and find a way to push Russia out of Ukraine and therefore penalize it permanently for violating sovereignty, violating international law, and committing all manner of alleged war crimes, and then seeing prosecutions for those war crimes carried out. Most immediately for the Biden administration is to keep China out of this conflict. There are concerns expressed by the administration at the highest level directly to the Chinese government not to get involved. And there's some evidence that the Chinese are thinking about providing lethal weaponry to Russia in its battle against Ukraine. The United States wants to keep China out. It does not want this to be a three superpower war: United States, Russia, and China. Europe doesn't either. And as you were mentioning in the early opening part of this show, there's a whole conversation about NATO and NATO enlargement. If NATO is enlarged, that is also a European response to Russia's illegal war in Ukraine. All of that being prioritized by the president's personal presence in Kyiv, showing the United States not only willing to support financially, but through the symbolic visit of the president in a perilous time in that country.
And Major, this trip is happening today on President's Day, and shortly after it was revealed former President Jimmy Carter has entered hospice care. Tell us, from D.C., we've heard from several of our colleagues who are in the town in Georgia, in Georgia, where President Carter is in hospice at home. But what has been the response from D.C. since this was announced?
It's a tender, anticipatory response. Those of us in Washington who've been keeping track of this story for so many years know that President Carter's health at age 98 has been gradually declining. Now hospice care. I think it's interesting to note the history involved here. When President Carter was president of the United States, the hospice movement in our country was in its infancy. There was the first conversation during his presidency about whether the federal government through Medicare would even recognize hospice care as something that could be compensated for in terms of Medicare reimbursements. That happened in the early 1980s, but all of that got momentum during Carter's presidency. I think that's also kind of a historical moment worth thinking about, that though he's in hospice care now, end of life, it's deeply embedded in the way Americans think about end of life decisions and making that care and those final moments most peaceful for the family and for the soon-to-be deceased. All of that got started when Jimmy Carter was president.
Yeah, it's an improvement if you take my opinion. You're anchoring a special President's Day edition of Red and Blue. What can you tell us?
So it's going to be a full hour, not a half hour. That's one really important difference. And Tony, I know you love to do this. You travel the country. You want to talk to people and try to find ways to build bridges and try to build ways to understand issues that divide the country in a very bitter way. I don't think there's any issue that does that more in politics right now than the question of, was the 2020 election valid? Was the 2022 election valid? Denialism, how we do elections, all of that was part of a conversation that went on for 2 hours at Arizona State University. University of Southern California was another participating partner. A focus group with 17 election deniers who live in Arizona. And then a panel involving me, my co-author David Becker, Brad Raffensperger, the Secretary of State of Georgia, and Bill Gates, who is the top Maricopa County official on elections. A give and take about how elections work, or from the vantage point of these election deniers, simply don't work. We didn't resolve a lot, but we didn't throw anything at each other. We didn't have a fist fight. We actually had a rational, civil conversation. I don't know if we changed any minds, Tony, or Lilia, but I think we lowered the temperature a degree or two. And from my vantage point, that's where this conversation has to start.
Wow, that's impressive, Major. I'm looking forward to that.
It is an essential conversation. Major Garrett, thank you. We look forward to it. A reminder, you can stream Red and Blue on CBS News from Mondays to Thursdays at 5, 6, and 9 p.m. Eastern. As Major mentioned, tonight's show is an hour-long special President's Day edition.